to say the least.
Yeah, well, speaking about sales on those
right.
things,
DRX on attack, Nongshim on defense.
Just absolutely bring the sails out, the wind out of their sails in the last installment.
Straight up B hit.
If you did miss that
Did
one,
the
by the way.
5v5
What you might have
retake?
missed also is that we're into this round already. It's a 5v5. The Spike is planted at B.
Yeah, DRX have already made their
they didn't
passage
push.
into sight.
How many times do you have to talk about it? They didn't push
so
here. Let's see how much the see what the Omen Flash
we'll get
gets.
to see Nongshim's turn at moving. They have utility to work off of.
Frenzy in this close proximity.
The good news is the Nongshim at least have the
as
vision block majority of the time.
Flash lined up and it goes in perfectly, but here comes Hyunmin marking down the backside.
They didn't
He has a frenzy
prioritize
for
right
close range
positions.
duels. Looks for the next one as well, while Persia tries to take the initiative against him, but it doesn't quite happen. Onto the Spike, and it's just Dabby with a ghost. 2 players to eliminate. He's done quite a bit already, but he needs to get an ace just to bring this all to a close.
It's a really nice try from Danby, but it's the same thing, even on a pistol. If you can't get this area, you're going to have a very hard time retaking.
Scrappy at the end though. 5v5s always get a little bit fun. I'm going to use the word fun in these ones. Everyone's just trying to shoot what they can, and you forget that a little bit of utility is there. The C's in towards Breakable Room as well doesn't work out, but the flashes and the rest of it does. Good work for the side of DRX to claim the pistol. I'm actually intrigued by the fact that we have a change-up of agents on Nongshim Red Force's side, by the way, here. Quack, it's maybe RB not feeling the Sova, despite them winning the 13-3. Going for the fade. So we'll see how that difference is going to look in the depth of this map.
2 Prowlers over 1 drone and 1 bolt, so maybe happy with that little difference. Other than that, right now, just controlling.
I mean, top of the orb, and then,
So
okay. I was wondering if we were going to do off of that. We're just doing it off France's contact. Francis sees someone close, Omen Flash, and then they just send it.
Apart from that, at the same time, just DRX. I think in this round, they've put on their straw hats. They're taking out the pitchforks. They're farmers.
What was Choba talking about, the classics and everything? That's 12 bullets in a Prowler.
Who knows? But I'm happy to see DRX taking things slow against a round where
this is still kind of nice for Nongshim though. Late re-clear over towards C question mark, and it now means they can kind of stack the right site. Problem is, again, they just don't have guns, but it might be able to have 4 people pretty close there. Oh, this has potential.
And there they go.
Okay, less potential. Way less potential. 0 potential.
Angles that might hit them in the back. Smoked up towards heaven as well.
I'll find you.
Just see if these pistols can really do anything at the moment.
Don't say 0. You're telling me they're winning this round?
Francis eventually will make his way over here. But all in all, secondary round going swimmingly for DRX. They can hold on to these guns as well into the next round. Quack, it'll be quite the doable bonus round. Give it a good crack. Or
well, they're exiting where everyone is though.
As much noise as possible, just to lure DRX towards him. Dabby gets the first pick.
Doesn't want to give him anything more.
DRX not dropping their weapons just yet. So Nongshim, decent with the couple pickups that they have.
It's nice though.
DRX
They got the extra money to get the gun. They're gonna have 4 rifles, 1. Ooh.
As well, because we didn't really get too much of anything from them
bought
on Bind.
an
I
outlaw.
remember, last stage where we start to see a lot of this Lotus play come through from them as well. Teo was picked up a little bit here and there. They still kind of did shy away from it. We've seen some double duelist plays from them.
Might have owned
this.
this.
Is a DRX that again is still trying to
3 people that can get 1 shot.
A lot of what is working for them and how they just operate in the server itself, right? Chopping and changing players here and there. Need to see some stability.
Okay, they know there's an outlaw, so there's a few people that maybe are going to tuck in a little bit more.
A lot of Omen and Viper plays.
Trying to get that Razor nice and early. The good news for DRX is that the people that are actually getting the most kills for the ecos and the pistols, like the 2 best ults on attack.
So far in stage 2, he's been on Viper.
And Harbor on the other, so loves the walls.
So far so good, eh? I mean, right now,
Nade breaks the trip. Lose C control, Prowler over towards B to see if they can heavier rotate. Oh, boy. That is so nice. Ooh, dude, Francis looks so good, dude. How's he getting 2 here?
Ultimately, DRX has the site, and it's the onus on Nongshim to retake.
Persia on this flank doesn't have a shrouded step, so he's going to have to trip the sheer. Now they
RB's
know
just
he's
gone
going
on
to
his
eventually
own.
into anything though, Quack, because RB's
With
gone.
a fade.
Darby and Persia for a retake.
Dambi, at least he's got the full kit, maybe aided by Persia with a smoke and a flash. Gonna have to try to cook something up, and here comes the fast lane into the stun, but Mako lands the shot anyway. Persia out from the back, gets a decent one onto flashback, but into the smokes. It's easily read by Hyunmin. It's DRX with a bonus.
I feel bad for Francis, man. He's doing so much. I love Rice 20. Thanks so much for the prime.
And they just open it quite easily, in my mind. They force the hands, right? The difference in a Vice versus a Deadlock at the moment. If you're going to have a
RB here, yeah, he's really trying to.
Really going to do much as opposed to what
he's really trying to do too much.
Stalling and the Vines might do if they're at the right spot. If he's so quick, he's just going to shoot you. Great extra utility to come through from the rest of the DRX squad, I might add as well. It goes a long way to have a good paranoia come out and a good post plant set up for the rest of the squad too.
Hey, that fade I wrecked him. How's Hyunmin still alive?
Trying to play around their smokes as well. Oh, Estrella getting the spray. It's a triple. Persia off to the side. He finds a couple back, but
wait,
how did he get
3
Just
there?
Francis, who's so low and ill-equipped.
Okay, honestly, I believe. I believe in this 1v2. He's gonna be able to pick up a gun.
Francis is always running a marathon. It feels like at the moment in a different postcode to where the action is, but in this 1 versus 2. Afforded a gun. And now they know where he's going to be coming from at least.
He can at least get the fatal out of them.
How they want to navigate this direct post plant. A C is available for freeing, and flashback with an arc rose and thorns on the site.
Not the best start. Not the best start to it.
Here for Francis.
Still sneaking in. The angle on flashback though might just give him the one-on-one. Goes in for the stick. It's the wall bang from flashback.
DRX played it pretty well.
Everything set up for
okay,
it.
Another big buy round. Do they time out before it or not? Freeing has ult. Hyunmin has ult. Ah, dude, Nongshim gonna get snowballed here, man. They ain't winning this buy round.
They had a haunt, I believe it was, early on as well. Reveal a little bit of information.
I went back
DRX
into him.
Trying to hide a little bit, but they do navigate it quite well. 4-0. At this point in time, it was where DRX were losing on the last map. There was a timeout called from them to try and bring a little bit of potency back in towards their play. Nongshim opting to shy away from that, so you feel like maybe it is okay and more valuable to use them later on. Did note a couple of donuts still for some of the Nongshim members as well in the kill department. Want to see them start to activate at this stage as well.
Okay, it's nice from DRX. A default. They're also going to turn this corner and find the wall. Problem with this wall is like you can shoot it. I guess you're committed here to an extent.
And for some pressure towards the B side, Nongshim thinking about it, they have 2 players floating over across the map.
Feels like it's going to be a play when you've got this.
I mean that is full map control within 35 seconds.
Nightfall. You could use both, you could use one. They are in
yeah, and then just gotta leave the side on this one. Omen Flash didn't hit anyone.
That's just classic DRX mind. Oh, they got him
too. He still got him.
Toes. Quick entry into sight. Spike plant coming through. He also got the smokes up as well. Nongshim close by at least. Maybe Dambi alongside RB looking to initiate something towards the back. A hunt to go
yeah, and they get the good plant as well. They all play offside against the smoker though, so there is extra chance here. So down to Persia, really. Smoke on it. Molly looks good. I like it, they do a lower smoke so they can see the spike.
But nonetheless, the spike not quite getting diffused this time. The pink shells in from Hyunmin.
Oh, yeah, crazy shots from them.
5-0 for DRX.
Oh man, Nongshim are getting so snowballed. That was their second buy round. They came up against a fade ult and a raise ult.
Get out of the sight in these sort of situations. Where do you think Nongshim might be able to defuse? Generally, the
smoke idea, yeah, that's nice. But putting it a little bit lower.
Not afforded that ability there with all the spray just contained into the one spot. Notice a bit of the awkward play from Ivy in that dark cover there as well.
It's really good as well because like it's so low that you can see over it, and when they're running out, I mean you kind of see that at the same time, but
to be bringing out a chat.
You would see him a little bit earlier, not too much.
Well, we see a lot of greatness from them over on Bind, and we see, you know, it flipped over for DRX on Icebox, right? This is a map that we're expecting to be a little bit closer, right? We've got a lot more gameplay on this map from both of these teams as opposed to Bind recently and Icebox for Nongshim too. So I'm thinking to myself, Nongshim should be coming into this one a little bit more equipped. Just very slow from them so far.
Yeah, have been playing catch-up against DRX. I mean, that's why DRX
Nongshim?
opted to start
I mean, they
this
should
attack
start getting
true
some
to
rounds
their
just because they'll have
style and
ult
fashion,
cycle.
especially with the coaching staff. There's so many
DRX have to...
even
I mean, the main
RPs
ult
in
I guess they
addition
got
to
to
the
worry
team,
about is the Vice ult next.
Been able to find the legs needed to win this race. Nongshim, again, we talked
Does it
about
provide a better angle? Yeah, it just means you can see... You kind of isolate the upper part. Otherwise, normally you like block this.
They need as much as they can.
Pretty much just isolating this and forcing them to run through it.
The eco now for Nongshim. May very well be a
Okay, so DRX, obviously they want to win the round, but I would at least put a little bit of emphasis on trying to make sure the flashback gets one AWP here. Make next round easy.
Right, a comp that they used to run with Margaret on the roster. It was Margaret on the Viper actually, and Francis over on towards the Fade.
Yeah. Prowler goes in, they realize that they are fighting over towards C. They're taking the space anyway over towards A because they didn't hit anything aggro. And they at least give themselves an option to maybe pivot into B if they want to. We're going to keep an eye on the luck.
Especially so when you remember that they just did wipe the floor with Team Secret too, right? We're just seeing a lot more gusto from Nongshim in that one. A lot more better reads. Currently reading wrong a lot of the time.
Different opponents this time. Meanwhile, DRX, wow, just staying on top of everything. Saw the smoke from before, played it safe. Rotations into A now. Decent shots though.
Ivy's done really well.
Firing back Daffy as well. Out from B, off to the races, trying to pull off a flank. DRX,
they can only pick up one gun at the moment, and it's Danby with a 33 HP.
They want to try and navigate this round back. Are they going to look for
Big Joe?
He's on the cool angle.
Needs one shot, but the swing. Too smooth, too fast. 2-on-3.
Got a pit here, and he's moved from the Outlaw to the Phantom too.
God, it's a weird one.
Danby with the spray as well, just to flush him out of comfort positions.
Oh, RB might be making the play.
Trying to get some verticality in this duel.
Oh, he's just got the horn.
Yeah, Fade Eye's big, yeah.
Able to allow for a coordinated peek with the rest of the Nongshim forces. Danby, way too close, but still gets the shot. Saw the tracers. Francis,
doable,
in for a pound,
doable, low HPs, everyone.
Ooh,
nice shot, RB.
will take it down.
Okay, nice. Dude, they really needed this.
In this first half.
He was on to 4 HP in the decay when that comes on through. Even highlighted at the end there by Australia, but he just cannot find the lasting frag. The bullet whizzes past his head. That is such a steal of a round to come through.
Dude, he got that.
He
got the fast kill as well. The Fade Eye.
Going forward now, the timeout conversion going their way again, but I just can't help but wonder what the game plan actually does look like for them now on the rifle round, that you would expect that timeout to potentially be.
You gotta be so careful, man. they gotta win this one. You need to see every single ult from Nongshim on this round.
Still trying to
losing this, getting the full reset, having to eco next would be a nightmare.
DRX now in towards A. Gotten a rubble. I believe Persia hears all of this.
Wouldn't mind an opportunity for a flashback to be picking up the Steel Garden here too. Currently playing on a wing by himself. Rest of his team in this 4-stack of rubble. Power line from Danby as well.
Danby up, yeah, but he gets so much early info over towards C.
Ultimately just running around.
Okay, Deadlock all over towards A. They probably think it's some kind of similar setup.
Oh, Danby's getting so much information at the moment too. And now it's just confirmed that Flashback should be by himself.
Right, he's trying to hold this forward space as much as he can. Has the Nightfall to deploy into A if he needs to. But right now, revealing his location might be DRX's.
RB's playing so risky with a Fatal.
Removing one angle of approach from DRX.
Azine 3112. Thanks so much for the tier 1, mate. Appreciate the whole year. Thank you for doing that.
The pit. A little bit too troublesome to deal with. So back to A.
If the door's open as well, they
Hey Sliggy, hi chat. I had a job interview yesterday, and the interviewer asked me how I handle stress. I said I'm a Paper X fan, and he gave me the job immediately.
In for the double kill as well. So as soon as Hyunmin steps in the side, he's getting taken off board.
Okay, nice lockdown.
Just trying to trade back. Finds a bit of a double, but will it be enough? Way too much ahead of him, and he puts the smoke up, gets a second shot onto Francis. Running out of ammo though, and Dabby slides in for the shorty kill.
We got some rounds. We got some rounds. Building up a little bit of money, not too much. We might have a game here.
Lion's share of the heavy lifting. Francis with that pay it. Great recognition that that door being broken, actually, as I'm mentioning it, right?
Oh, is it? It's a DRX timeout. I think this is good. They've been losing since they switched to the deadlock over towards A. They could do it again, have some kind of different reaction from the wall. They could change everything up. They got options.
The round for the rest of the squad of Nongshim to just clean up around Tree. This is what we need to start to see from them. Some good ideas. But when you look at the outset as well, and you think, yeah,
similar story for me. Went to a job interview. They asked how my time management is, and I replied Fnatic attack. I didn't get the job, and they said I shouldn't show my face here again. Damn, dude.
Trying to extend this lead as much as they can, similar to what they've done on Icebox. So far, so good, but Nongshim having some setups. We're able to turn things around.
I prefer Neon or Raze on Lotus. Can I hit you with Yoru?
Well, a bit of a classic DRX
well, I'll say
style,
Yoru.
right? Slow, deliberate, dangerous. They want to go back towards that little play at the moment.
I honestly really like the Paper X comp. I think it's so strong on defense.
Right, so maybe play a little bit more back, expecting an operator play to be there. They're going to have to scope out where that is potentially lurking around, and it's actually not Darby who's holding it right now.
But I think I only like the Yoru if we got a double. We got a double duelist going on.
Question is, do they support Nongshim or?
Can you say Phoenix? I mean, you can say Phoenix if you want.
They support good Valorant.
That's what everyone supports, Komodo. But yes, RB onto this op.
Liggy never reads YouTube, Chad.
But
well,
DRX,
there we go.
slow and steady. Like
that was your one read for the day, and you wasted it. You wasted it on that.
Deliberate and dangerous.
Okay, we're taking a second to think up of it. Back
Punish over towards C.
A lot of B presence made known, and RB falls off of his line. Thinking about the A area as well.
YouTube chat being needy as usual.
That's one player gone. Not just one, it's a specific controller.
Marco gone. Good little bait
yeah, it's a nice little punish over towards C. Still got the ward down as well. Kind of interesting from Nongshim here. They called a timeout and they didn't really change too much up. And it felt like they kind of knew that maybe DRX would change stuff up on their own.
Into the site, it's Dabby, it's Ivy. They've got the grab net, they've got the stuns.
Oh, that is.
What a lineup! Unfortunately, Estrella just walks into that cross line.
Yep, I call that being accidental.
Did you see Wolves lost all games 13-2? God, that's wild, isn't it?
Flipping the side, it's 0 days since we have an accident on Lotus.
See if he can pick up the spaghetti from his pockets that has fallen out, but with only 10 seconds to go.
This will be their first win in how long?
So a good taste of what Nongshim have to throw our way on this defensive side yet again. And they will convert
2 years, right?
Another round after a timeout in the map. Doesn't matter if it's theirs or their opponents. This is looking to be quite the success rate from them.
Specifically this one after DRX's timeout as well. Really
yeah, nice little trap play here.
But nonetheless, it's Nongshim doing a fantastic job at controlling the map. You've got the op now, you're keeping it for another round, and at the same time, this crunch play outside of Mount,
it's some really good plays against how DRX's slow style is at the moment. So I'm hoping DRX will recognize that they need to get a little bit of pace. But as I say, that Nongshim are actually
it's a
turning
fast set
upside
strat.
down.
Dude,
this
is the... Is this the one that I flamed the other day? Because they do 3 and then they have a 1 person.
Pick up the pace as well.
I feel like I remember it.
But still wary because of all this Sentinel utility. Traps abound. It's the Nightfall that supports them. And
Did they keep losing this fast push round? Oh, they're gonna win it.
Though, backside. back line, still lethal. The Prowler confirms his
One
position
by
still.
one.
He hasn't tried to step
Just
away.
feeding this
but
guy
now
and
he
drop.
needs to get the kill if he sees to find anything.
Wait, you want another one?
Unfortunately, it doesn't quite happen. As I get tongue-tied, it's now freeing, and Mako left. Haunts out, RB, and the rest of the gang trying to peek off contact.
Good bait swing.
Single kill into possibly the final one. Mako, no smokes available, has a kill, could even maybe try to step
Okay,
away,
nicely
but
done from Persia.
chooses to
Bought
go
his
for
time with
peek
the low
instead.
HP tucked in the whole time.
Gets him down.
Oh, Persia was playing the most
Sure.
lines of play over at drop there. He was not
Again, I still don't like their 3-1. I think majority of the time when there's people here, they get pushed into the 1.
From DRX to go and dislodge him from there either. That's
Persia
really
played great.
level-headed play from Nongshim, and I even like the little bait and switch play at the top of the rope as well.
Nongshim, no, they're doing good, dude.
Just these
They're doing good.
micro pieces starting to work a treat for Nongshim. The operator
Team
too.
B's losing it. Dude, what's he angry about now?
Be valuable for them, but it is the rifle work and the tandem plays that is coming out that is just looking a lot better for
The
them
one
now.
had the op
This
though.
6-0
That's true.
That was looking to be the situation for DRX.
Oh, he's watching Wolves, of
That
course he
eco
is.
drift, he comes on through. Now we're seeing Nongshim potentially doable for a lead at the half as well.
Yeah, might just be able to string 3 more rounds together, especially with this half buy from DRX now.
I mean, the
Say
low
that,
buy for
though.
DRX, if they just force
There
over
is a
towards C, which
showstopper
they're
for
going
Hyunmin
to, looks
get into
good.
the site with no deadlock utility towards C as well.
Nongshim
He
change
has
up
the free
slightly,
territory
3 pass
to
and
mine
aggro,
for
push
flashback
behind.
to use the Steel Garden.
Makes you think to what Nongshim's plan is.
Oh, that's an
currently.
extra gun
Gonna get a
upgrade to
read
pick up
for
as
the
well. And then
swap
Flashback
around across
has the
map.
ult for when they want to
Has
try
be a full
push into
rotation.
sight.
And they only see Francis with no deadlock utility, right? So they know he's the only one there. They don't have to rip the Steel Garden early. They can hold, they can wait, and this can buy so much time.
Which could give DRX the 6 that they're looking for. Ivy has the annihilation as well, though, but there it goes.
He had everyone but Persia.
Trying to create some space off of the threat of this ultimate. Dambi stringing himself in. He does have the shorty. Ivy hops over onto stairs.
Yeah, and they had a Faye die out, and they know there's 2 over towards Mounds.
Their control, but until it's RB who swings out and finds a lot more as well, freeing close range with a stinger, trying to do it all, but time is running out for RB. Goes for the tap. Oh, he's got
No way.
the edge of the spike.
got
He
the kill like
finds
that.
a knife headshot kill. To no true avail. Still the round handed over
That was
onto
awesome.
DRX.
Oh, it's entertaining, don't get me wrong.
Every time Hyunmin has an ult, they just
way from their initial
win the
plan.
round.
As I said, the showstopper in, they're going to flush Francis back, but he actually gets splash damaged by the ultimate. Showstopper allowing entry in, and then you start to see this retake looking good. I gotta say, the quick 180 frag that goes on towards Mounds, that was very nice, but just no time in the end to seal the deal. As DRX will find round number 6.
Okay, money must start. Yeah, money's really low. So 6-4, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that come by next. 1, 2, 3.
So the standard rifles and Darby
So
with an overdrive. If
this
he wants to
one
pop that one and
might
keep
be an
up the
8-4.
electricity that we're seeing now in this server.
Or it might literally be a 6-6. You would imagine it's worth 2. Obviously, they would have to force by.
Would you have it any other way, though, for DRX to go back into something slow after going very fast?
Would Deadlock and Vice work on Lotus?
Spotto.
Not really, because
Needs to
you
be
wouldn't be
very
able
careful
to.
that his head isn't removed
You wouldn't be
off
able to
his shoulders here.
re-clear A on attack.
He might have just gotten
And you
smacked
probably.
in the mid
You
by
could
the
go
Prowler.
aggro A because of the Deadlock.
Well, Boombot into sight. He's calling for the
You just wouldn't be able to
rotations
do
over.
anything on
Meanwhile,
attack, basically.
Ivy pushes up.
Yeah, I love that as well. Had his teammates behind him to get a trade at worst. Or maybe best, whichever way you do look onto it, but you've removed Estrella from the equation. It's a call from the beyond now for DRX. How they want to still look to finish out this round. Big investments of util towards C, they're gone in.
Hyunmin has been good on the entry so far, but he's going to have to pull off a big one if his team is to find this
No
round.
way.
Nongshim
He didn't push into
surrounding
the double.
site. He's trying to get things
The
covered,
stun from
especially
Danby
with
actually kind of
Mako's
just saved
utility.
Hyunmin. He was going to
Now
push
that the
into a
spike is
crossfire.
planted, they will back off.
So he's for freeing, one away from a nightfall. If he gets that online here, huge.
That's why he's playing around the site. Especially with the angle out from defender spawn, but here comes Gravnet in with Dambi's movements. Green gets the kill, quick off the rip on the Nightfall, and then knocks him out from the back though. Francis, Ivy! out of
No
nowhere.
way, the combo.
Mako tries to play sneaky around it, cancels the TP, gets the first kill, but not the transfer.
Dude, he went for it.
Good attempt, but Nongshim
Yeah, I
come
mean,
out on top.
6-6 maybe.
That would have been
DRX at least got a plant, so they get a little bit extra money. But
there, when the squad on his opponent's side is all deafened by the nightfall, reposition, but not to play post from the mound. Just narrowly behind enemy lines to try and find them. Valiant attempts, you understand the idea. Just the execution at the end doesn't come through. And Nongshim will hold on, they will answer back. Good lurk late to come out from Francis. A necessary kill onto Flashback.
Yeah, look at this guy go.
Find that one. Round may even go the other way to DRX, but now to the last round of the half here, Quack. You're not got the greatest weaponry for the Legacy squad here.
yeah, it's not great.
So we could see
Most likely a B hit, low buy. Do they take C mound control and they start opening the doorway? This is nice from
Just try
Nongshim.
to keep as much control as possible. Stick to that game plan of preventing DRX from coming online.
If they want to go towards this A side as well, and you see the barrier mesh thrown down, I think that kind of disturbs you a little bit. An Annihilation, a scary prospect here.
So flushes DRX over and straight into the crosshairs
This is
of
6-6.
Persia.
Job's done.
Dude, 5-0
Well, the spike's down.
to 6-6.
And
What a
around
comeback from
Very well
Nongshim.
might be as well. Francis down for the count.
Sipida, thank you so much with the
Gets
tier 1, mate.
another
Appreciate
for
the whole
his
year.
troubles. Stabby wants a slice of this pie as well. Estrella trying to play close range with
Gun
the
to your
stinger,
head, who'd you
but
rather
unfortunately,
marry,
without the
Sideshow or
range, without
Mini?
that firepower that was
Do I
so
have to spend
desperately
time with
needed,
them or what?
This first half
Like, what's the
will
rules?
end in a 6-6.
Great recovery from Nongshim, I gotta say. I was very worried for them in the early beginnings in the 5 in a row that we come through from DRX, sorry. When we consider
I
as
could
well,
literally
folks,
just
if you
leave the country.
don't know the situation state of the Ascension spot for Nongshim, right?
Yes, please.
They've got to get to playoffs here, essentially, to confirm back to an Ascension play.
Surely it's
They get
Mini?
towards
Yeah, I think I'm
Champions
leaning
League,
towards
great,
Mini.
Gorgeous for them. The problem is at the moment, right?
I feel like Mini would be easier to live with.
They got the victory against Team Secret, so that's going good for them, right? We know that they've got to get victories into playoffs. They've got to get top 4 in their group, yeah? We've seen some miracles from a team that has been 0-3 before in Paper X, don't get me wrong, but I think there's a lot of different weight when you think of a name like Paper X and Nongshim, right? So the fact that they've bested Team Secret, we look to DRX here. If they can get a victory here, I mean, absolutely, they should be going towards
Would there
playoffs
be
in
any
my
train
mind.
for champs?
RRQ after
You mean
that,
other than
and
the
then they'll
Paper
finish
X
with
one?
GE and Genji. If Genji,
I don't know. We need to. I need to see some teams more.
but hey, the point in play is for Nongshim right now.
Okay.
I was worried in the beginning of this map because they were 5-0 down.
Okay.
They've come back to tie, Quack.
6.
What do you think of that?
That's what I want to ask you. I mean, you're calling it like it is. I love it. And Nongshim, they do have tough opponents ahead of them. But final vibe check, because it's a 6-6. Where are you?
Vibe check?
Yeah.
Do I go with my initial prediction or do I betray that? Because I've always been a fan of the Ascension
Ignore the
teams.
prediction. We're staying in the moment. What is the final vibe check?
Yeah, focus on the game. What are some of you typing? Okay. It's a 6-6 final map game. Nongshim, a team that can get relegated. Lock in, chat. Lock in.
So shaky. Come on, man. All right, you were hyping your stuff. I got excited for nothing.
I've got to keep people guessing.
And that's why they're going to keep watching for you as well. But here we go, back into the game. It's DRX, like you mentioned, on defense. And in typical DRX fashion, it's the full control. It's the toxic screen. You've got the Vise as well. No sheer wall for now.
The thing for me, though, is Nongshim under RB's leadership at the moment has looked to be a little bit slow to start, right, on this attacking side. So we'll see if they're going to be able to convert
Zondi, thank you so much for the 7 months, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You never know. Maybe even the slow plays from Nongshim this
Nice
time
shot, man.
support them.
Dude, this
Case
guy's
in
been
point,
incredible,
Francis
man, the
holding
whole
angle,
time.
finds an unsuspecting Mako.
Great shot.
That is, Achilles, that is very true.
The pistol would go your way here.
Now it's telling movements, just a bit of presence into A. Pulls the rotation over, which leaves B open. C as well a little bit. And that's where Nongshim want to go.
Good call from RB. This is the
Yeah,
right
pressure from the one in terms of Francis over towards here. They got no Prowler, right? No Prowler, no info to clear this, so they got to do it with 2 people. They clear it now. They're kind of super late on the rotate. And Estrella has to somehow kill everyone.
Persia does fire off the shot. Estrella trying to dance around with them. We're going in for the tango. We'll see who truly leads this dance. It's going to be Nongshim. Straight into sight. Spike planted soon enough.
Oh, 10 seconds though. This is the hunt that DRX want to get into to try and deny that, but they're not going to be able to.
Not for now. Sonic sensors set up as well. Oh, what an angle though. Off towards the back, they find...
Guys, you're not going to lose this on site, right? You still have Omen Flash.
Paranoia from Persia.
And got the smoke up as well. It will push DRX back just for a second, and it allows for Francis to find another kill. Close range is RB with a Nongshim Red Force Classic. Hyunmin trying to deter or destroy that as much as possible, but unfortunately it doesn't really fall into disarray. Nongshim still under control.
If they win this, Francis is my MVP.
Very nicely done from the
been so good.
Starting with that sharp shot in the very beginning, wasn't it? Calling the audible for
Just
the
every
rotate
map
towards the C site, where I'm kind of questioning as well for DRX, how are they going to be moving the Vice utility around this map, right? We saw a lot of fluidity from Ivy on the deadlock, which had its moments and it didn't really have its moments as well. I think Vice, you know, you're just seeing a different play where a lot of teams will spot where the Vice shield is, and you're baiting that first.
It was Persia map 1.
If we see that from
Was it Persia map 1 that I was thinking of? Oh, okay.
Their bait traps around it is
yeah,
what
no,
I'm
you're right.
expecting. It'll have to be a bit later on after this round, though, when you consider that, well, this
Okay,
is
well
just
then,
the
take it all back.
Right, there's the pistols for DRX. They shouldn't be finding too much here.
It's whoever's playing Viper. Maybe it's just a Viper buff.
Yeah, that's why I kind of hesitate a little bit, but it should be Nongshim finding this one, and they're off to a good start. Francis with another opener.
Again, it's the same...
I hate Harbor so much, yeah, dude. That's true.
Francis continuing to hold,
He actually just doesn't get the MVP just because he played Harbor.
Got taken off. Straight with the peek out though. Francis in with another. Danby sliding forward. Now A side is open.
Yeah, looking kind of clean.
Yonder, by the way. Back of Mound all the way to, if you look at the radar with the
Ivy's going to be one away from his ult once he gets to the plan as well. They might be able to snowball back. They got snowballed first half. They might be able to snowball back.
It's the only opportunity
Deadlock all for your first buy round.
To pill for this round and see if Australia finds something on this flank, but now confirmed.
RB with a sheriff as well.
How do I feel about Boom T1?
Toxicity to work off of. Unfortunately, to no real
I honestly don't know. I think. Damn, he actually got that through the wall. I think T1 still more we've seen, but the stuff from T1 is so fast to fix.
He's just done some great work in that one to be able to.
He's got like 2 or 3 wall things by now.
Yeah, to be able to close the deal on that one. So you take out those 2 first rounds for Nongshim. Now you're getting in towards the deeper territory. Now you're getting in to see what DRX have to throw our way.
No way, man.
Think about the last map, right? It was a pistol.
You just shoot. They just need to. I mean, if they no joke, if they literally just spent 5 seconds just working out how to play their anti-ecos, then T1 would look a lot better.
Francis once again lurking. Outlaw noted. So trying to condition.
They just push against ecos all the time.
Risky peak to come out
Weza, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate the 13 mums.
Just playing footsie.
That's both Prowlers gone from freeing too. Real early in the piece.
Meanwhile, Nongshim spread evenly across. I mean, RB has options to kind of pull as much as possible over to C and then slow scale into B. Spike not yet fully committed, so Nongshim are in a pretty good spot.
I would say so, but you just got to remember, they've got to eventually choose where they want to go. Are you playing on the back of this Francis lurk at the moment? Are you wanting RB to sniff what he can scope in towards B and then ultimately pivot towards the A site? There's that shear that he would have to bait on out. He does so successfully.
Kinda nice.
Time in towards the C site for the Nongshim guys.
Dude, wait, they hit on C? I'm so confused. But this is a rough round. It's just a bonus, so we'll let him off. But...
Gets the first shot.
Wait.
It's a good seize as well. Low HP.
Oh my god.
2 kills, maybe the
oh my
third.
god.
Shut down by Hyunmin at the final end.
Holy
but
hell,
here
it's a
comes
1v1.
Ivy with annihilation.
1-on-1 now when that cocoon takes him into
it's a 1v1 and he knows where he is.
Marco's healthy.
And he sets up the traps as well. Mako with a single smoke goes for a wide swing.
Oh god, man, it was so close.
Ivy.
Dude,
Mako takes takes it
RB
down
did
too.
so good to make this close.
Oh, that's a bit of a cracker.
I don't really understand what Nongshim wanted to achieve on this round.
Didn't they, RB? I thought he should have been dead to rights when he pulled out that seize.
They did great.
And how he's managed to just wriggle that Sheriff for more damage. Such a close round at the end for that bonus round of Nongshim. Just not able to get the job done against Marco. Damage done though. It's delivered,
That's
right?
an insane amount of damage.
DRX are going to look a little bit more woeful.
Oh, it's a
in
lovely
this next
little,
round.
jiggle back.
Unless they cut a couple of pieces of utility.
Okay, and they force in. They got the judge, dude. This is the round. You got 3 people that can by next. That's it.
Of Nongshim too, so I think you're okay
Did the
with
judge
that.
close?
But then you got to contend with Francis, 1 away from the pit. If they pick that up, post plant could be problematic.
Judge concealed as well. Nongshim really gonna have to be cautious in this round. RB.
Oh boy.
Utility goes in off of it, but the judge, close range. Ivy gets
4.
the flick.
And now he's just got to sit and probably use his utility for the team, not go in early at all. Playing on the deadlock as well. Shouldn't phase too much.
Happy to hang back, scout out even more. Meanwhile, DRX starting to feel anxious, moving pieces across the map too.
Okay, re-clear over towards A, freeing. If he gets a kill, gets his ult. Hyunmin, if he gets a kill, gets an ult. And they would be using it into this round. They got eco next. Mako. No way. I was gonna say that. Pure madness.
Just as quick.
That's what he went for. He went for the TP and he TP's back up here and they think he's gone back.
Nongshim come in with padded utility onto the site now. Spike planted.
Nearly worked. It did nearly work. Problem is that people do prioritize this a lot.
Here isn't really that valuable.
But once you get the one, I think you're done.
Somehow, but you got to remember that your team didn't really go into this one with the
potential upset. I mean, Nongshim.
You can't really
are in an insane spot.
Around to rubble to pick out the guns that are being pinged.
DRX have good ults, but they have to eco.
You're going to have to just take this Bulldog, and unless you find RB, if he is going to consider just continuing on for this hunt, that could be a workable way, but Nongshim, they drop the bonus, they pick up this one in convincing style. I got to say, they are kind of on track with the way that they want to be working this attacking side so far, I'd say.
Love to see Komodo theory crafting as much as possible for flashback, just to see what you could possibly do. But yes, it will be a 7-9. It's a great lead for Nongshim to possibly close out this map.
I mean, like we
Wolves? Wait, they're getting owned on the second map too?
Gamble with the A-short collective pushes over on Bind, right? You could go up very aggressive together as a team with a pop, with this showstopper. Darby's done great work on it with the showstopper.
They're getting bullied. It's 9-3.
Sorry, Hyunmin's got great work with the showstopper on that attacking
oh my
side.
god.
And that's what he's got available.
Okay, we got Outlaw.
For defenses.
Everyone can get one shot apart from Hyunmin, and this kinda makes me feel like he might be ulting into this round at one point as well.
Maybe, but now because
I reckon Nongshim would, but DRX.
Yeah. I mean, depending on the read, because now RB is really taking things slow for the whole team. Nongshim are happy to once again watch out for all these possibilities. Hyunmin is trying to inch forward, but knows he has to keep his distance.
Honestly, the later Nongshim play this, the scarier this round gets for sure. I want to see a hit at like 40. If there's something anything later than that, it might get a little close.
You would assume here.
3-person stack over towards here, but as soon as they kind of know where the raise is, then they don't have to worry as much. Oh boy. Well, it's a gun down, and he got out of there. They can pick up the Outlaw, but everyone can tank. Well, I say everyone can tank that. We've got some people now that can get one shot. Oh, this can get close, man. I could know Omen ult, but you would imagine that because they use the Raze ult, Freeing's going to start using the Fade ult as well.
Meanwhile, utility on the side of Nongshim. It's just Persia in with a possible paranoia. Watching for the angles now, but here goes Freeing. Nightfall is good. Great decay.
Oh, what a shot.
For a singular
Danby
kill.
had a chance.
It's a hunt. It's scaling up into even more with the Ghost, with the Bulldog. Just RB left.
Are they going to flawless this?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they have. They picked up so many guns.
Safe enough. Holds all the way to the
way,
end
they didn't
and
get
even
any.
gets shut
They
down.
didn't
It's
do
a
any
thrifty,
damage.
It's a flawless. It's DRX.
They didn't do any
8-9.
damage.
A flawless
They got
thrifty.
so many gun upgrades.
When you look at the momentum possibility of Nongshim to hit the double digits in that round, that one hurts.
I mean, he isolates the one, he gets the gun, he doesn't get traded, and then he hits the shot.
Not the way that I intended it would, but hey, it works a treat. The Nightfall as well. That's around.
They got so much from the Fado as well.
Absolutely happy with for DRX. And I wonder if it does, yeah, spiral a little bit of thoughts for Nongshim to have the timeout here. That it does.
You certainly have to wonder.
Oh, it's DRX's timeout. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not getting too ahead of themselves. Picked up the round. I mean,
the Fado. I mean, that was.
Still,
If they had lost that, it would have been the map.
Yeah, give themselves a little bit of the reset coming in towards this next round as well, in a very pivotal juncture in this map, right? You get the next one, you're tying it up, you're looking to break the economy of Nongshim as well.
How are we feeling Liquid looked? A little shakier than I thought, but I also think that Koi looked a little better than I thought.
You have a chat with Termi at the moment, and you could definitely, you know, remember that he's coached RB. He might have a little bit of an inkling in towards what he might be thinking in these sort of states. Don't get me wrong, it's been a couple years, but tendencies is something that DRX has been able to pick up time and time again in the
Well, they're confident. Yeah, they might get some. They might get some upset wins for sure.
In the course of this whole series right now for what Nongshim are wanting to do.
After the timeout, they go fast A. There's 3 here though. Big Omen flash. Whoa, he didn't go for it.
Hyunmin thought about it as well. It's Nongshim going way too quick for DRX's comforts.
Great shot, man.
Hyunmin in with a double kill. RB to trade back. Viper's Pit is set up.
Dude, Freeing's loving that space that he's been given.
Around the corner of the pit.
Oh, and they took down RB and he had it all. Oh man, it's really falling apart for Nongshim.
So even despite all of Nongshim's troubles, the lengths they've gone to just to get the spike down, they find themselves in a position
Open up
of
the
no
door as
comfort.
well. It's really nice.
Hearing the door as well. Francis feeling claustrophobic. Peeking back in as well.
God, they handled this well. Shout out to Hyunmin, man. If he doesn't get a second kill there, I don't think that's even close.
Not enough math for the angles of safety there in the end, unfortunately, for Francis.
2 people from Nongshim can't buy.
Well done for DRX to tie things up on the back of their timeout as well. The rapid approach from Nongshim too, right? To be able to try and get in towards A as quick as possible. Just got to give props to DRX on the quick rotation that they were able to get out here from Flashback and then Freeing to drop out as well. And yeah, the fact that Hyunmin's able to get a multi-kill from there really does bail them out of a more problematic situation than it could have been. Tied up scoreline 9-9. The economy now of Nongshim in question. What do you want to do? Do you force? Do you save?
Koi won double pistol on Lotus and Icebox. I think you have it the wrong way around. That's why I'm a little bit not convinced.
And the options, oh, they're superb, aren't they? Look at that.
Damn, bro, we got the Bucky coming in, the fast strat. That is nuts, dude. It's so close, man.
It's
Does he know he's here?
explosive round, and one that gives Nongshim possible control. He kicks it into overdrive, tries to get the electrifying beams up, but Freeing prevents it from coming online. Now, where is Francis?
No way.
He
This is so random.
It's a Red Bull clutch to put
Dude,
DRX
Estrella,
up on
man,
top.
that is probably one of the most impactful mollies we've seen. He melted 3 of them. Molly into the triple lineup.
Your desserts and eat it in that round. I thought it was great.
Dude, Nongshim, man. Not like this.
When's the last time we saw Darby on this Bucky? Just the other day. He always does so much work with that one.
My.
But Estrella's timing to be where he was needed when it mattered the most. Lining up 3. Yeah, you can laugh for that one. That's warranted for sure. DRX take the lead here with 10.
Francis gets the attack op out, no armor. And this is like they're all in basically. They get 2-9 loss bonus after, so they can get some okay guns, especially if they plant. If they lose it. Flashback has ult for retake. Estrella has ult if he wants it. Oh, dude, Nongshim still have good ults. They're actually okay.
Scouting work to do.
They just have to win this round.
It's going to cost you quite a bit. Minute left on the clock, and they're scaling up A.
The operator, noted now. position towards the A side at the moment. Francis has one, by the way, as well, just watching and keeping in check things over towards C. A different look towards this Vice utility too, towards the A side. Darby's just going to get ahead of it.
Nightfall in as well.
Oh, he's blinded.
Oh my
just
god,
not able to
he's
get the
so
shot
blind,
onto the crouched
bro.
player. And with that, Flashback will put up a bastion on this A site.
What a flash to come through, actually, from Flashback. Keep us in a bit of equilibrium now, too.
Oh,
in the 3
no.
versus 3. A wasting ult for Ivy on the Annihilation. RB, mind you, used the Nightfall there as well. So we're in a bit of a reset territory with sub 30 seconds to go. The spike to make its way into this B site.
There it is.
It's a good afterplant though.
Nice monologue. You got the
Problem
Sonic
is
sensor set up as
the
well,
Viper
and now-
wall.
Oh,
Oh my.
close by. Flashback shut down. Not too many options left for the DRX core. Trying to get a good peek up over from heaven, but RB knows. A little bit telling. The GravNet catches onto Hyunmin as well. Unless you crab walk all the way through, you're pretty much dead.
That's just a slow
The
down
GravNet
there
is
for
so
Hyunmin,
dumb.
unfortunately.
Nicely done
But it
from
will
Longshin
be
though,
the
they stay
3
alive.
surviving
They stay alive,
Nongshim
but
here.
they used double ult. But they had to use double ult.
The credits, not a worry for DRX.
Hyunmin one away from an
Another
ult,
crack
so
at
you
it
would
in the next
imagine the
round, but of
DRX
course,
go
so
aggro A
Nongshim
next round to
tying
try to get him that
things
ult.
up 10 to 10. This is where things start to get fun. These are the moments as well where decisions made can make or break a map in this late stage in a best of 3 especially too. If it was a best of 5, I mean, you'd have a lot more pressure on that one. But still, I think the pressure is here for Nongshim with the Ascension run that I mentioned earlier, and for DRX as well. If you're starting off 0 to 2 as DRX in this group, that's a bit of a worry.
That's what I mentioned.
The
Their
judge is back
status
out.
And DRX being such a
Oh,
legacy
3 people off
team,
the eco at 10-10 if they win.
can't let this happen. They've done such a good job at taking the lead, but
Yeah,
now
they
they've
didn't
lost
really
it.
go too aggro over towards A, so
Nongshim are within range.
they're not going to be able to get that
Back in A.
Razor out. And they have no idea that he double
Didn't
TP'd
expect
here.
Persia to be that close up. That one's personal.
Yeah, no one close
What
enough
a-
to hear the TP.
Shrouded step play into corner.
And in Solitude freeing, we'll have to think about his mistake there. Talk about him as well, right? These are the moments that can make
Oh,
or
it's a
break
costly
certain
one.
situations.
It's a really costly one.
Nonetheless, still, Nongshim having this much space, this much of a foothold around a lobby. They could rotate
Oh,
over, but
no
Hyunmin with a
way.
sudden spam.
Dude, he gets the
Catches
kill and
onto
gets the
RB's
Razor.
helmet, and he's gone.
Balanced out again. A showstopper being around this point of A as well makes things a bit more precious for DRX to keep him here despite Nongshim's presence. Of course, you want the bodies around there when you've got that showstopper available.
Oh.
But do they consider going to A? It's too much. It's to B. Early pit from Australia at C, actually.
Oh, God.
too.
Going into B would allow them to bypass a lot of
No
the
way.
Vi's utility until Flashback gets a great
Okay.
shot. That is.
They
Danby
didn't
a
get
little
too
bit
much of
ahead
it. They
his
just
team.
got the 1 kill.
And that will be now Nongshim trying to get the spike down as much as possible. You have a snake bite as well.
Yeah, they need to fight on
Nongshim
site
trying
here.
to keep themselves into sight. The judge
Oh, it's a
firing
great
a
molly.
shot. It's a bit of a warning. Ivy trying to set things up as well. He does have another GravNet to work off of. Meanwhile, you gotta worry about
Did no scope?
Link, and it's Francis here with an AWP of all things, not the best weapon, and he loses his grip. It's just Ivy left onto the side,
great
dug
jump out.
deep into the ground, and that will be
Man, as soon as he gets
DRX
that
once again
kill and gets
wrangling
the
that lead
ult,
right back.
That's a pretty
It's
clean
so
retake come
devastating.
out from them as well there. I feel like in the middle of the round, though, they lose a little bit of that.
Wolves got
confirmed
smoked
information
2-0
rather freeing
by all
going real
gamers.
early on.
Chad, that's their
Viper's
first
bit
win
being
in
popped
2
from
years,
Australia,
right?
Just in case there's a little bit of a late alert to come through, or if it's a later play, rather, to come through from Nongshim. So I do feel like there's a bit of a gap in the middle of the round there for DRX. And I wonder if
It was
that's a
26 to
position that
6.
Nongshim
My
recognize that they
goodness.
can exploit later on. I think maybe not in the tail end of this map.
In 1 year? Wait, did they actually get a win
DRX
last
will
year?
reclaim the lead here, and I look towards the timeout territories as well.
They won
Nongshim
2
have
games in
one
stage
to
2
still be
last
able
year.
to draw
Oh, okay,
upon.
okay.
They don't opt for it here, which means DRX can find map point, or Nongshim can
Dude,
tie
what a
us up to
statement
11
though.
apiece.
26? 26 to 6?
A lot of possibilities, but it all comes down to these moments in the game, and it's
Oh,
Hyunmin once
again.
again. The Phantom spams.
Yeah, the Vandal, right? Trackable, traceable. He's done it again. Different member this time.
This one wasn't as crazy as the one before, but
on this map, I feel like. So the fact that he's gone
Batman with a Vandal, yeah,
super early.
He did kind of ask for it a little bit.
Nongshim opting to go for the silent approach. It's just one on this A site.
A lot of movements now as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say freeing might get caught here. Dude, the slide accuracy is still insane, I swear.
Here as well. Get that utility down pat.
Okay. Early paint shells from Hyunmin to try to prevent someone from hiding inside a back site, but still not quite enough. Ultimately, the bear mesh getting broken now draws attention over.
There's a seize and a grav net here for Nongshim.
Meanwhile, it's quite paramount for Mako to get in a good spot to send out his paranoia until RB gets the spam over. Slight gap for Mako to slip in, but Sonic Center catches him! Dambi now repositioning. Dude. Catches onto both. Still, Nongshim half tree in hold.
He grav netted everyone, including Dambi.
Piece 11 to 11.
Such an important piece.
Okay, I mean, DRX have so much money though, they're fine. There's one person that maybe has to go light armor, right? From what I saw.
He's held it as a premium for the site, for the post plant, instead of for any sort of later flanking watches when you consider that Francis is down, right?
AG actually had 5 wins last year. Damn.
Information around those sort of positions. It's just
why did I think they didn't have any wins last year?
Set themselves up swimmingly there. They do so brilliantly to tie us up 11 apiece. Here's that timeout I was talking about though, Quack. They were holding on to it, right? I was saying, is it going to be 12 to 10 or is it going to be 11 apiece?
Most normal game of Pacific. This is a banger though.
It is the latter here.
It's ending good.
Rounds of regulation will now be played on Lotus.
At the same time, DRX could very well make use of this one. Trying to think. Nongshim will come into this with a game plan. Ivy is fired up as heck. This has been one hell of a series so far. Question is, which team's going to be the one to deliver us the end? Right now, Nongshim climbing back up.
This
is karma because TMV
really
kept calling them all glue.
To think on
that is true.
The form of DRX is looking like when they get blown
if at any point we can blame TMV or Sideshow, I think we should go with that narrative. You're right.
Against Nongshim, and then the final one is on the knife's edge. It could go either way. Really goes to say that DRX's form may be checked, properly at the moment. But for Nongshim, I think this is the best opportunity for them. In this
one away from a fatal. Freeing has been kind of caught out twice.
This Super Week 1.
To keep themselves either in Ascension or in this league. Nonetheless, DRX scrape up a bye. And they will not be going aggressive.
Teva closed door.
Hold.
Smoke, Growler. It's like a weird reclear of A. They don't really reclear much.
They normally do. Very passive,
I kind of like it though.
It
just didn't work for what was going on.
Wanting to take the lead.
At least for now, once again, we see Francis on the lurk.
Yep.
Nongshim.
Dude, freeing Ing the smoke. If he gets a kill, he gets his ult. They saw him. Gotta get that wall up.
Screen back up for safety.
Oh god, they locked him in with the fawns.
Just around the edge of it.
Removing RB is actually great as well because
look, they're teammating with the fawns.
Towards the front of B, right? They have to respect the shear that's still there, the toxic screen.
God, I can't believe they didn't capitalize on that. I think maybe they thought the wall went up and they didn't see the fawns or something.
Seconds to go. The Lurk of Francis has permitted them entryway towards the A side here.
I guess they got nothing to capitalize off of it, other than a Viper Molly.
Now it's called by Hyunmin.
Solo Mako on site. Oh boy.
Quick enough. Takes down
oh
Mako.
Boy.
That could very well give them the round, depending
pretty much
on
all
how
about
Hyunmin
freeing
plays.
here. Freeing gets the kill, gets the ult. Oh boy, hits all three. It's full information. What?
Until
did it not hit all three?
Things out from the back.
Okay.
Oh, but the swings are still too darn good. DRX, in the blink of an eye, they have reached map point.
Flashback was just so silent in playing.
There must have been a comms thing here, man. There had to be a comms thing. It hit all three, and then this guy's still checking still checking rubble.
Really nicely done from DRX to be able to get that one, and I consider another situation where Marco's caught out, switching between Paranoia and Gun. Saw it in the tree earlier on, get the better of him by Darby again. He's kind of getting his number a little bit, but now map point to DRX.
Did not hit Paja? I thought it did. I thought I saw his health go down.
Overtime territory again on Lotus, a map that Nongshim knows very well when it comes to overtime.
Okay, one go at it for DRX. This will be another devastating one for Nongshim.
Very well, all too well. Superbly familiar. Nongshim needing to even just make it to that point.
How was comeback's debut yesterday? Pretty good.
Back over onto C where Estrella is holding the angle just for info.
Darby would love to get this overdrive into play.
Flash
or maybe you rather favor
30 HP is lucky to be alive.
Annihilation, but a judge. All right, they're going for the Annihilation instead. Can get him a gun.
They go for deadlock or
get somebody.
Dambi loves his shotguns.
This is true.
Dude, he's still solo on site, 38 HP.
Oh. Trailing off.
Francis has not seen anything over towards the
I to clear over towards A doesn't clear too much. Omanor to clear over towards C. And Dambi Insta just kind of breaks it and makes some pressure, and that's enough for them to go over there. It's all up to Mako again.
Oh man, fantastic value.
It's all up to Mako, and he's gonna stick on site again.
Mako's in a rough spot here.
Yeah, doubling back down
Dodges
into
the ult.
Narrowly dodges the Annihilation, but still feeling the heat onto the site. The grab that comes through.
Look at the util. They didn't take anywhere. They're going to go split B. There's no one over towards B. There's a Fawns that might stop a little bit, but not too much. Vice ult. Do they going back to A? Where are we going with the spike? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's done. Oh, it's done, man. No, the Vice ult was so good. They had to just tank the Vice ult and run into site.
It's DRX to close this out.
Oh, dude.
No OT.
It's devastating, man.
Scoreline 13-11.
It's devastating for Nongshim.
The team continues. They bring themselves
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
DRX,
they use so much util on A and then they just didn't go.
That in this league currently, we've been wondering, are they treading